How long until the dictator of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, the youngest mayor in Chicago's history, how long until she becomes a content creator on OnlyFans? It's a legit question. She just lost the mayoral election in Dalton. She's not even on the ballot in the township of Thornton. Her boyfriend just got canned, who's married to somebody else. OnlyFans, here we come. Let's talk about it. Now, if you're not familiar with OnlyFans, it's a site where you can go and see your favorite content creator just express themselves. Sometimes it's clothing optional, and you pay between $3, $10, maybe $20 a month, depending on how good the content creator is. And oftentimes what you will see is you will see individuals on TikTok and individuals on Instagram doing these short little videos, get people to watch, and then they've got a link in their description, in their bio that says, here's my OnlyFans page. Come and support me there. Support the real stuff. It's amateur porn. That's what it is. It's amateur porn. I was watching the election night returns, and I haven't done a video on this just because I kind of said, a month or so ago, Tiffany Henyard's going to lose that mayoral election. She's not even on the ballot. This is game over. This is done. But there's so many literally content creators who want to milk this for every moment. I'm off to different stories. I'm covering the wildfires in LA. I'm talking about Chicago. I am going to live stream Let's Go Brandon Johnson and his cadre of another 3 just basically retarded mayors who can't work their way. They just don't know what they're doing. They're going to testify in front of Congress. That's going to be entertaining. It's like, hey, let's see what Let's Go Brandon Johnson has to say. He's just, he is so dumb. He doesn't have the ability to be doing what he's doing. But in watching the returns, the election returns, the Dalton mayoral election returns, the question came up on Hannibal is Hungry, his live stream. If Tiffany Henyard had an OnlyFans account, would you subscribe? And it was probably a 2-to-1 ratio of people saying, yes, I would. Yes, I would. I want to see that. I want to see that. Guys were being honest. They think Tiffany Henyard is cute. Think about it. She lost the election of mayor. She lost the supervisor position. She's got an FBI probe. Lori Lightfoot said some very unflattering things about her ability to manage businesses. She's got, a criminal arrest in her history. Doesn't appear to have a lot of skill sets. She's good at giving stuff away on Big Bingo, but that appears to be about it. Otherwise, what skill set does she have that she's bringing to the table for a legitimate business to hire her? She's gone from an income of $400,000 to zero overnight. Now, she's not going to be without that money until April, I think is when the switchover is going to happen. So in the meantime, you've got Dalton politics saying, Tiff, the only advice I can give you is OnlyFans website. They say you can make millions. Sophia Rain made $48 million, claims she made $48 million on OnlyFans. And she's a Christian. She's a virgin. Didn't take off her clothes. Doesn't take off her clothes as part of her deal. I don't know. I think 48 million is just nonsense, but whatever. These girls run around and say, look at my new home that 2,000 men bought me at XYZ per month. All right. Okay. All right. It's legalized prostitution is what it is. It's legalized pornography. Straight and simple. But that is always sold. Sex always sells. And now these young ladies, and I shouldn't say it's just young ladies. You've got guys doing the same thing. Just nobody really wants to pay to, see guys naked. They just don't. It's like, no, pass. No. This post here goes, Kamal can be your cameraman. Oh, that is who is married to somebody else, but is Tiff's boyfriend and literally just got fired by the village of Dalton for basically not doing his job, which was some kind of violence prevention with children. I don't know. But here's another post. 2A Patriot on X, formerly Twitter, says, OnlyFans, here she comes. And that was to a post. Dalton Supermayor Tiffany Henyard, defiant after losing nomination, claims voter suppression. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. I want you to watch a video. This is probably one of the last videos I'm going to do on Tiffany Henyard because the story is over unless she actually does go on OnlyFans. And then, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Let's watch this video though. This is some good stuff.
Come on the air tonight. It appears Tiffany Henyard is out. Thanks for joining us. I'm Scott Schneider.
I'm Dawn Hasbrook. Our Dane Placco has been the leader in breaking news.
Dane Placco.
Drama, Dane. This sounds like a shocker.
Yeah, Tiffany Henyard didn't just lose tonight. You might call this a political annihilation.
A political annihilation. I love it. She got destroyed. Absolutely 100% smackdown destroyed. Wrecked. And she had, 12% of the vote? She had her couple hundred ardent supporters, which we've talked about. And then she had maybe another 300 on top of that. She got like 500 something votes, right? Just wrecked, annihilated.
Opponent, Trustee Jason House, getting a 7-1 margin over her tonight. House with 87.9% of the 4,400 votes cast here today. Henyard getting just 12% of the vote. Those numbers came in fast this evening, sparking a huge celebration here at House's campaign headquarters. An explosion of cheers and emotion tonight.
I'm happy for Dalton. I really am.
And his slate.
You guys deserve better.
Some people even started dancing. Tonight's election.
Thornton Township as well.
The end of the 4-year tumultuous term of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who garnered national attention for her lavish spending, personal perks, and questionable contracts, all of which are now at the center of an FBI investigation.
Look at this brawl.
A few months ago, there had been political chaos with canceled meetings.
I gotta be honest. I'm going to miss covering this because it was just such a train wreck that you couldn't look away. But, focusing on the super ultra negative within a community that's already struggling, that's where I'm kind of like, I'm out. This doesn't do anything for the community, focusing on how bad of a mayor she has been, other than trying to get her out. And that's effectively what's happened. Will she go to prison via the FBI indictment? There won't be any. No, it's an investigation. The work has already been done. She's out of office. I don't think they're going to try and stick her with a criminal indictment. I really don't. I've said that for months. And the fact that she's out, I think it's game over. And why waste resources and trying to put her in prison? I just don't think that will happen. I know that's not a popular opinion, but, how long is it going to take till she ends up on OnlyFans? It's legit.
A no-show mayor. Even a fist fight at the Thornton Township meeting where Henyard is also the elected supervisor. House telling the crowd tonight that Dalton's nightmare is finally over.
4 years of 4 years of failure, and tonight is the new day for the community is on.
We have suffered for 4 years, and now victory.
Yeah.
We are claiming victory today is ours. Henyard is out. We dancing all night.
Look at how happy these people are. Yeah.
Now, we've not been able to track down Tiffany Henyard yet tonight. She was not.
Where was Tiff on election night? She said that she was going to win in a landslide. She said she was going to win in a landslide like Trump. She predicted that. She literally straight up said that. I'm going to win like Trump. Well, it was a landslide. That did happen. Political annihilation. Oof.
Anybody earlier where she was holding her campaign event. She's been laying low, but we did talk to her earlier today as she cast her vote at a
laying low over the garage. Is that really a thing? Is Tiff living over a garage? I keep seeing that mentioned. Living over the garage. Because she got evicted from her house with Kamal Woods and he's living somewhere. She's living somewhere. Ugh.
Nearby school. Here's what she had to say around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Don't win. What are you going to do?
I might run for something bigger. You never know. We're not going to talk about that till we get the results, but I am confident that I will have a landslide this evening. My residents do love me despite fake news not showing the good that I do in the community, because I do a ton of good, but y'all just painted me as bad news for 4 years.
Fake news caused her to lose. Is that literally what you're coming up with? I mean, you can say that, but yeah, that's just absolutely absurd, right? It's absolutely absurd. Let's take a look at this article. WGN investigates Ben Bradley. Tiffany Henyard loved to host and attend taxpayer-funded parties during her one-term mayor of South Suburban Dalton, but she skipped her own election night party after it became apparent she would lose in a landslide. Jason DeHouse declared it a new day in Dalton after capturing 88% of the vote. 88% of the vote. Now, Village of Dalton has a population of like 20,000, I think, 20,000 and change. And you got less than 5K to come out and vote? You guys don't vote. You guys just don't care. Or were you like, you know what? Enough people are going to just say, no more tiff. But the vast majority, 3/4 of you just don't even pitch in a vote there, right? There's some that are going to be under 18 that aren't going to be able to vote. Granted, I get that. But most of you didn't vote. But those who cared did. House told WGN his priority is to restore trust, improve the village's financial situation, and bring more businesses to Dalton to ease residents' property tax burden. You guys in Chicago, you guys have really high property taxes because you've got so many things that you're funding that are causes. You've got so many people that aren't working. You've got so many people that are on unemployment. You've got so many programs handing out stuff that you've got all that financial drain going on. So you got those high property taxes. I looked at the ratio of your property taxes versus your assessed value, and I was like, whew, you guys pay some money in property taxes. And what are you getting? Now, Tiffany Henyard, she's always saying fake news, never did, highlighted the good that she did. She did do some good. She took your taxpayers' dollars and gave it back to you in the form of some free turkeys and some free TVs, big screen TVs that you paid for. That's the good she did. She put together an ice skating rink that you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on that nobody uses. No events go on there. It doesn't happen. Spent thousands and thousands of dollars on artists to come in and paid them to come in at an event where you had like 50, 60, maybe 70 people at. You know what I mean? Not good use of Village of Dalton resources. Not good use at all. You look out here and all you see is abandoned homes, businesses boarded up, and it's been like that for years. How do we bring that back? Asked Tiffany Kamara. She and her husband sank millions of dollars into construction of a restaurant and entertainment venue in Dalton. Henry was at, and she was the individual, I believe, she is the individual who Tiffany Henyard was basically admonished by a judge. And the judge said, you're in contempt of court. You are in direct. It started off as indirect contempt of court. And then she didn't issue the liquor license for Tiffany Kamara for her brand new, I think it was a bar and grill. It was a really nice looking restaurant in Dalton, and she wouldn't issue the liquor license. There was like 3 of them, and she handed out 2 after just being hammered on by the court system, not doing her job. Tiffany Henyard didn't do her job. Simply didn't do her job. Her job was basically to, monkey up the system and make it difficult for people to operate businesses in Dalton. The exact opposite of what should have been going on. Henyard was at the groundbreaking in 2023, celebrating a Black-owned business being built on a busy but run-down intersection. Kamara claims Henyard and her boyfriend, who formerly owned the land, tried to drive the project into foreclosure so that they could take it over. It took a Cook County judge recently ordering Henyard to issue the liquor license for the project to finally proceed. Our house, everything is on the line here right now, Kamara said. All we wanted to do was bring a business here to Dalton. Kamara said her restaurant and entertainment space is slated to open in March. This will be the start of the days to revitalize Dalton. And that's the kind of thing a mayor should be supporting, not getting in between the owner and their licenses to operate. Now, Tiffany Henyard said, you know what? And her attorney, there was another entity on this LLC. Just a bunch of nonsense. It was just absolute nonsense. So how long until Tiff goes the OnlyFans route? And why do I say that? And why are others saying that? Well, because Tiffany Henyard, on the eve of the election, she released a rap video. I'm not going to play that because I'm just not going to. It was terrible. It was like, why? Why are you doing that? You need to be focusing on the issues at hand, which is, how are you going to get Dalton out of its big financial hole that was created during your tenure? How are you going to do that? Instead, she's releasing a rap video. And then she's also saying, hey, come and subscribe to my new YouTube channel. Wants to be a YouTuber. She essentially wants to be a content creator. That is the bottom line. That is what Tiffany Henyard does. She's narcissistic and wants to be a content creator. Now, you could say that about me as well. Hey, aren't you kind of narcissistic? Yeah, that's kind of what it takes to be a content creator and get in front of the camera day in, day out, record your opinions, and then throw it out to the world to make fun of. Hey, look at this guy. This guy's an idiot. What's this guy doing? He's only got so many views on this video. He's only got so many subscribers. This guy's an idiot. This guy's a moron. You got to be able to take that kind of beat down. So it kind of takes a certain mentality to be able to do that. So take that. Why become a YouTuber, which is very difficult, by the way? You don't make much money as you're coming up. And you spend a lot either in your own personal time or a lot in resources making this happen. You got editors, you got social media managers, you got all kinds of subscriptions to all kinds of stuff to make this all happen. Whereas Tiffany Henyard, she can just go on OnlyFans and probably do pretty well. Now, what people are going to say is, nobody wants to see her. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I think there's a fair number of people who want to see her. Will she have the ability to hang tough with YouTube? No. It's a long game. It takes years and years and years to build a channel and get the content where you want it and make that go and consistently do it. Tiffany Henyard hasn't done anything consistently except do some lives on, Instagram and Facebook. But that was to her constituency. That was to her however many followers within the community. Convert those followers into OnlyFans, you might have an income stream. You're going to have an income stream. So that's why I think myself and so many others are thinking this is the direction she probably heads in, because who's going to want to hire her with the history that she's had? She's notorious. Notorious would sell on OnlyFans. So what's the over-under on this happening before summer? Bet you it does. Bet you it does. And if it does, I'll be covering that right here on News for Reasonable People. But otherwise, I don't think there's going to be a ton to cover because Tiffany Henyard's out. She's gone. So, hey, it has been a fun run covering this storyline. I think it's at its end. And you know what? For the sake of the people of the village of Dalton and the township of Thornton, this is a good thing. Me not covering this anymore, it's probably a good thing. So to all the folks out there that I've met through this storyline, hey, it has been fun. I'm sure we'll catch up elsewhere. We've always got Let's Go Brandon Johnson to cover because that guy is an absolute train wreck. And there's going to be some shenanigans there to talk about. So I'll see you on those coverage videos. Thanks again for being here. See you on the next one. Bye for now.